Saturday Showdown. T1 versus Genji Esports.
My horn.
I think you actually slam engage. I think you do, but that's not what's going to happen.
They're going to pick Renekton. The R5 Renekton is too powerful. The sandbox still lives on.
It's a straightforward comp, you know? It's like early game we're strong top side, and then Diablo take the wheel.
Yeah. Honestly, that's what they play no matter what the champions are. So
yeah,
I think it fits the script. On the other side, the DN Freaks have basically the top of the tier list in every role for how these teams are going to go. And I'm looking forward to the statement as well. Let's get into it. But I saw a Slurkle Fog. Speaking of which, unfortunately, it's not going to get Diablo out of this one. He has to barrier Berserker. Still going forward, flashes, and picks up the first blood against the Yunara.
Put a damper on anything you might want to do. Is they are not contesting this, guys. No. This is a fake out. They're just faking it because Pioshik is on the bottom side of the map. Not.
Oh, she loved it!
Jason loved it. Okay, I see how it is.
Raptor is also kind of enjoying this as well, as a bit of a snare does come through onto Vikla, but he's making his bear do the talking, as the bear will die, unfortunately. Gets stopped in his tracks, so we're just trading a little bit here. Public execution to try and get clear to relative safety. Hit by the Slurkle and taken down by the one who hates purple.
We should just do a rhyming cast where we're only allowed to rhyme. Yes.
Like a happy rap battle.
Yeah.
Well, as Quantum's not so happy. He's going to find a Pop Blossom though, because pull Raptor up into the sky and flashes away. Berserk doing a fair bit of damage on the back end there.
As the art of casting. Not in a good way, but they are. We're doing it for the artistry.
Somewhere. And not all decisions have to be positive. As Raptor does go in, and wow, the bouncy castle for the Wukong. And Diablo just takes it as his moment to go forward. They're looking for Bulldog. He's going to flash away, but the flash to follow also comes through as Raptor,
enough cooldowns.
Flashes in for mainly the vibes.
Right, clear on the flank.
Flank doesn't run with Herald. Is okay, yeah, Bulldog, he's going to get caught out. Pioshik's still going in, but clear. He's red. Blast coned away by Berserker, who's just standing over the wall. He can't contribute to this fight at all. And now Quantum's going to get jumped on by a big old crocodile. And even Clear didn't do very much, but he zoned away Berserker the entire time, and the Corki was useless and everyone died. And they did not work out positively for DNF.
I feel like we're getting too esoteric, Atlas. I feel like we're losing it.
I don't think we ever had it to begin with.
No, that is true. But I do think this game is on the verge of...
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bit of a shame that DNF couldn't make anything of their decent start.
Good. Then but
then there's only one word that you really want to rhyme, and then you can't really say it. Oh, such a shame. As Dudu, also, speaking of things that are a bit of a shame, does have to flash to get himself.
What is...
Yeah, I think depending on when you've picked your window,
because if you were
and
there
who you are,
if you were there for the first series, you were locked in.
We were. It was. We were right there.
No, Bulldog, don't do it. There's a crocodile.
But there's also red dots.
Bunny, no.
Oh dear. Okay. Well,
Monkey, no.
Oh, Pioshik actually faking out with the Warrior Trickster. That was actually very cute. As Clear does have to flash. The Otacon is going down lower, but could this be an Otacon throw to get DNF back into the game? The Pop Blossom finds two. Otacon is still getting amongst it. As down goes the Annie, but everyone's evaporating, and Raptor is a raid boss. Oh god, the Xin Zhao Lulu situation is just revolting.
It's good.
All right, BNK closing in. Pioshik, can he get over the wall? He can, as into the back line does go Dudu, finds Diablo, and down goes the Yunara, but they've lost so much of their health. And they've also lost their Nico. You can see Pioshik limping away, and maybe Diablo has just been a bait this whole time, as Dudu does actually respect it and flashes away.
So the Strike Breaker didn't hit. I'm assuming he wanted to try and get out, because what Lulu can like put the shield,
the Whimsy,
put picks onto Clear.
Nothing is confirmed, so everything is possible.
Would you say that even tempo vibes don't accurately explain what happens in
no, this is all the tempo vibes. As Dudu gonna have to dash his way out. Thankfully he's Ambassador, so he can do that. Is into the back line goes Bulldog! DNF are looking for the angle. Another Pop Blossom is too good! But are the wallets too heavy? That's the question. Is Clear is going to bear the brunt of Bulldog, as Kellen is trying to keep him at bay. Berserker is almost dead, as Vikla is just going to walk after him and hit him with a little Annie auto attack, and still Quantum is going to be able to put him down. What the heck is with these even trades? Oh, Dudu looking for a bit of an angle here. Is okay. He will be able to get himself somewhat out of there, but this Xin Zhao is so incredibly difficult to kill. He's even got the redemption there.
They didn't get him though. And they also used 2 flashes. It's not a great trade, Atlas.
Well, Quantum tried to split the shapes, but unfortunately, gonna have to try and flash his way out. It does not work. They're taking the turret momentarily, but DNF now at a man disadvantage are inside. Got the rough position, but another public execution is going to work out relatively well, but this time, Diablo creates the space, and he just makes them dead. Although Raptor did do a whole lot more of it. This Xin Zhao is just ridiculous, and that time, it's not an even trade, as BNK just delete them.
They did get Diablo. They did not kill Diablo. What?
Zickler? He's just going to get toasted. Kellen's now in trouble as well. The flash forward. Cool guys, do not look at explosions.
All right, Atlas. You know what's
Baron's going to go down. Yes.
I want to hear Berserker.
Okay. No reaction.
Locked in.
Well, mainly because he knew that the Baron was going down. He did eliminate a couple of them from the map. Takes the Valkyrie to get out of the way of Raptor, who is incredibly frightening. As Clear looking for an angle onto Pioshik, and they're going to drop a bear on the monkey. And he is just going to die. I just love Slurple. Okay, they don't love Bear. As DNF gets engaged on, still Bulldog is able to keep himself alive. The Pop Blossom connects onto 2, as this time Berserker is actually able to do the damage, the knock up onto Dudu into that backline, but now the Yunara is starting to pop off, and Clear trying to get himself in there. He takes down the Corki, and Diablo is still alive, and takes 3. Only Bulldog is left alive here, and BNK, that may have been the game-winning play.
How did he even die? He was just standing there shooting them.
Just throwing orbs.
How does he even tackle that? Well, I mean, I know he has shield bow. Okay, wait, actually, so he had shield bow, he had barrier, he had Mikhail's, he had Lulu ult, he had Lulu's shield, and he had redemption. Makes sense, actually.
Yeah, there's a fair few. Like Lulu really does kind of warp things. And look, you made a definitive statement, and then it came true.
Curses aren't real.
Maybe he is not a witch. He is in fact a prophet. As, you know, there was a 7k gold lead at the time. Still, Diablo is wanting to find more kills, but unfortunately, the Nexus is going to go down before he can, and BNK up 1-0. Yeah, but I still look at that graph, and I'm like, look at my Zyra, I did more damage than our mid laner.
Yeah, okay, I'm not.
Maybe I shouldn't play Zyra.
I'm not gonna.
Maybe I should play an actual support. That might be a good idea.
The best part is that Vikla did as much damage as Diablo.
Oh, Janna actually does just...
I know.
Really go hard.
They're very short range composition.
And once you go in as Nocturne...
Leona, Nautilus, Rakan.
Yeah, I guess Rakan is kind of fine.
Rakan's fine. It just doesn't...
It doesn't have the same pizzazz.
I would have loved a Poppy. Now that I look at this a little bit more. Really good counter engage. Good synergy with Jarvan.
True.
I think it would have been great. It's good into... is able to... Not amazing, but it can lock down Zeri.
I mean, I don't mind Rakan here either.
It's fine.
I do feel like you can accidentally die to like Orianna and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
also just Zeri.
Yeah, Zeri's existence.
Zeri like pressing R and then it's like, oh look, Rakan died.
Now we get a second game, hopefully, of 3. Let's get into it. And I don't think too much is going to occur here in this bottom. As I say that, we're just healing. Like, everyone's pressing the heal button. There's Life finding a Pulverize onto Kellen to stop the re-engage. But the re-engage will come because Life's abilities are now on cooldown. And now Berserker is finding himself in an awkward spot. Diablo always happy to take a fight, guys. He is always happy. He will press buttons and run towards you. As a Realm Warp is going to deliver everyone there. There's the flash forward. Grand Entrance will connect as now Raptor at level 6. Just going to walk away. Paranoia going to be respected here as Pioshik does come down. They get a massive knock-up onto Vikla, and my god, it's the Zeri that picks up the first blood, but it is still an absolute catastrophe here as the cow goes down, as well as the metal ballerina.
I feel like we started off so strong in this series. You know, the material was peak. It was slurkles and free bean soups.
And now Pioshik is in a circle himself and is just dead. There is Feats of Warfare going on over to BNK. He is also very trustworthy. Okay, Sion going to dive on forward, but they're going to switch off the lights. See whether that helps DNF get themselves anything, as Vikla able to flash out of the way. In goes Kellen, finds a lot of quickness value here, as Life also doing his best to tank things up, going all out onto Raptor, but he's just all out of there with the flag and drag. Knockup will connect onto Bulldog, and just the edge of the grand entrance is looking real good here. Flash out allows him to avoid the Q, but B&K, they keep everyone alive. In fact, everyone on the Rift is still alive, but they take control of this Dragon area. Yep. As Clear also just gonna kill Bulldog. Wow, this is almost bullying at this stage. As, yeah, Pioshik now going to chase down Diablo. Dudu is going to make his way in as well. So Sivir for Orianna is going to be the trade. Triple knock up there from Life as well, as Berserker needs to do damage if they want to win this fight. Great knock up. Going to try and set up for Dudu, but now it's ulti time for Berserker, and he's zapping them all. It's a lot of AoE damage, actually, as they're standing a little too close. And Vikla just looking for that angle. Doesn't quite get it, as Berserker is able to get himself over that wall very nicely. And Dudu secures the kill onto the enemy jungler. Down he will go, though, as Kellen locks that one up. And now Pioshik looking to just create a ruckus for Berserker to play in. And Bulldog has made it back to the fight from the grave. He'll shockwave down Kellen. And now the Scion is not going to be able to find anything. It's in fact a double for the Orianna, and now we're just doing battle. As, yeah, DN Freak's feeling pretty good about this, and because that last fight was pretty good for Berserker.
Breaking news, we do not have the update yet, but it will be coming in soon.
I know Wolf said 1 sec, as, okay, K'Sante gonna go in. Dudu does find a bit of an angle here to drive Shelly forward.
Level 11.
The update was, there was no update. As, okay, special delivery from Raptor by himself as Dudu's going all out, finds the kill on the J4. That should guarantee the Drake, but down goes the top laner. He may have bought enough spaces. Now Bulldog could be in trouble. He's put in prison. His Life follows the Pulverize beautifully, and the Shockwave picks up the back line. The Rise is going to go down as Kellen is trying to dance his way out, but Berserker is now popping off. And I want the Wolf update after this one, because I think that we are prepared for some certification. As, yep, Clear will go down. That's going to be the ace. Yeah, not for a great reason.
No, it wasn't. Well, Bro won, you know, we were happy about that, right?
Is Dusante back, by the way? Because that is a very dead Vikla, and he is just taking names. That's a question. It's from the Blanca prompt.
It's a fun hobby. I don't really.
I quite liked snorkeling.
It's
the
fun.
Great Barrier Reef is a beautiful place.
All right, DNF, don't Otacon throw, please. That's all I ask. Oh. Just don't do it. Oh, we're fighting.
Oh, Berserker does a damage to the Rise on his way through, as Vikla is going to turn up and take a dissonance to the face. We're trapping the cow in the paddock, and Life doesn't like that, as they will be able to get a bit of a trample onto the Scion. Can we find an angle here, as Bulldog is just going to get thrown around like a ragdoll? Does he have another Command Protect? The answer is he doesn't need one, because he will survive. Teleport in hand. He can get himself back.
The flag?
Oh, they do stop him from backing away. Pioshik wanted to get himself back out of there. As, all right, there's the knock-up. But now Berserker is starting to get the depth. What the hell? Dudu, you monster! He gets into the backline, does so much damage, but does go down. They'll trade their jungler for it, though. It's B&K, they all have to go home.
They can't quite. Oh my god.
We don't even get it?
Bulldog, you can't die.
Well,
Bulldog, no.
Bulldog, no. Bulldog, no. As it turns out, he can die.
No!
He did do that.
Oh, no.
But do you know why?
That's going to be so
Because he's got 8 seconds on his shot.
Just take Dragon! Don't do Otacon!
We got to stop the Otacon.
Don't do Otacon! No! No!
We can't let them do this. Pioshik, get in there. Get in there and stop it. He doesn't have ulti.
B&K, you deserve to lose. Sari's going to jump in and murder you.
Big triple knock-up as Berserker has thrown down the ulti, but the hero, Kellen, no, but she just skates out of the Cataclysm, and now she's zapping them to death. Clear, just not seeming too tanky, but it is the Otacon lockdown by B&K. Berserker still trying to get the damage as he dashes away, and the Dusante is going bananas, but the Zeri is still going to die. We're certainly not certifying this particular moment, as the teleport is going to come in. Bulldog, oh goodness, I thought he was just going to get knocked up and die. As Diablo, we know, he just goes forward. The Shockwave cleans up the Scion, and guess what, Chronicler? No dragon.
Soul Point's a big deal.
Yeah, Raptor's in the pit. They get the information of it.
Diablo's here.
Let's see whether Pioshik can find an angle with this ulti. Can they lock them down with a Shockwave? They are staying so spread out. There's a Cataclysm to lock up this area. Berserker can't get out, but he does manage to survive for a little while longer. Still, they do lose the jungler, but down goes all of the damage outside of the Cassante, and he will fall soon afterwards. No smite required if you kill everyone on the enemy team. Best character in the game.
Okay, so his Q is obviously objection.
Wait, let's just go in here for a moment, find some angles. The Flag and Drag just kind of eats all of the CC, though. Still, the Zeri is looking for the angle. And Berserker is still at full health, but maybe not for long as he's put in prison and taken down. In goes Dudu, out goes Dudu via the Death Chamber, and this 3-item Sivir is a massive problem. Man, I know like we've been talking about justice for supports, and it'd be great if top laners got more votes. Diablo's getting this one. This guy is playing like a menace today. So we're saying he's probably not a very good champion.
No, that's okay.
All right, we're flashing in. A surprise Teemo there in the middle of it from hopefully not Bulldog, because, yeah, this is not exactly going well. Berserker's also already dead. Life is going to follow suit. Yoshik's trying to get out of there, but he will not be allowed to leave. And Clear is keeping the Dusante busy, and my goodness, is he busy. He does eat a whole bunch of CC, but unfortunately, he only has that button once. And there is the clean ace, as BNK Fearex will 2-0 DNF on this day where we were promised 6 games, and they will say no. We're going to the play-ins, and we need to make sure we crush our opposition, because
he did nice, dude.
There was a lot of flack, you know, when he wasn't performing. But there he is. Looks a little bit. Maybe he's just telling, if you did vote that way.
I did not.
Is a decent one. As I don't know what a Raptor one would be.
Oh, it's always Jurassic Park. Yeah, if you're desking, it's like, come on.
You got more time to think about it.
It's part of your core job. If you're on the cast, you know, I think votes, you get like a little hand wavy with it. It's fine.
The Boom Boom damage vote is very tempting.
Oh, if Diablo gets it, I'm not going to complain. He's the core of this team. I hope it goes to Raptor, though. I think his team fighting was awesome in both games.
The Xin Zhao was very, very scary, and he's going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Both of the Demacian junglers as well.
Oh, you know there's going to be comments about spears.
Oh, it's very, very cool, though, isn't it?
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POM interview translation, joined by Raptor on the side of BNK Fearex. Looks like you are qualified for the play-ins, but you were able to clinch Rise Group's second place. How do you feel? You know, it felt great that we had a clean game in Game 1, but I feel like we gave the enemy some edge and some winning opportunities in Game 2, so I think we have a lot to work on still. Yeah, Game 1, you guys had a dominating victory, and the enemy actually released Yunara in Game 1. How did the team react to this? You know, Diablo is pretty confident with Yunara. And Yunara's, given that she's a good champion, I think we just had a good opportunity to play her. You know, Diablo personally doesn't like playing her, but it's just a good pick. And Raptor, your Thunder Sky Xin Zhao was absolutely unstoppable. And we're seeing how OP Thunder Sky is lately, so how do you feel about the value of this item? No, Xin Zhao is really strong in teamfights, and I feel like with Thunder Sky, it makes him even more OP when you get into teamfights and just trading in general. And Xin Zhao Lulu comp was just simply broken, so how did it feel on stage? It just felt like I became the AD carry. Yeah, honestly, it feels great to be an AD carry with a Lulu especially. And in Game 2, just looking back, you know, it really came down to which jungler could pierce through better, and your Jarvan was able to stay sharp to find your angle. So what was something that you found important against Nocturne? I felt like as long as I'm able to waste the Nocturne ult, it would give us a good chance, and also just make sure that we can engage during when the enemy splashes are down. But in Game 2, DNF actually was at control of the game at one point. So did it feel dicey at all? Every time we lost the team fights, it felt like we might lose, but because we had a better comp, I feel like we had the every chance to actually come back in the game. And we have this one highlight ready. Can you walk us through what happened here? This moment, the Scion, our front line, was pretty solid. And because Azeri was coming in aggressively, I think we just was talking to Killen and Clear about, trying to sustain and make sure that we can kill them off. And I was trying to really manage to block off a lot of Zeri's damage, but I think Clear found a really good angle. So, does Diablo usually ask for a lot of help during teamfights? Yeah, actually, he yells at us all the time when he's not able to get a good positioning for dealing damage. Yeah, he really wants us to try to set him up for success. And now you'll play in the play-in stage next week, and your head coach mentioned that you guys need to refine your team fights. So what do you want to improve on? I feel like we were really on the same page today and we were able to pull off good team fights. So I think as long as we're able to keep playing like today, I think we're in good shape. And your last match of the regular season will be against DRX. What resolution do you have? In the rounds 3 and 4, we lost against DRX, so I want to make sure that we can finish strong by winning against them. And that's the end of the interview with Raptor, and back to the space. Thank you.